Hey everyone. All right. Helloween, the Dark Ride Special Edition. I actually have this one on vinyl and on compact disc. The vinyl's really cool. I don't have it on me since I'm in the car. Multicolored vinyl, really nifty and whatnot. The reason I own both is this is Tracey's favorite album up until this point, out of everything I've reviewed. Even out of all the albums we bought so far, she says this is her favorite album. And we could not get it on compact disc at first, but we could find it on vinyl, so we bought it on vinyl first. And then we found it on compact disc like a month later when they released the compact disc version of the special anniversary edition. All right. So, another little thing I want to say about Helloween as well. Now, I don't blame the band for this. I do blame Ticketmaster Live Nation for this. We saw Helloween live in concert 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I want to say we probably paid about $100 a ticket, a little, maybe less, might have been less than that, but I want to say around $100 a ticket. Playing in Toronto again, I don't know if the show's been canceled or not. I'd have to double check. When Tracey looked last, all of a sudden tickets weren't available for the Toronto show anymore. So I'm assuming sold out. But the Toronto show was up to $200 a ticket for the exact same style standing floor tickets. Absolutely insane. Like, bands have got to put their foot down with this crap. I hate to say it, but I think bands need to stop touring the whole way around. 1 year, all bands stopped touring, fix the whole Ticketmaster Live Nation problem right there. Watch everybody cry. Watch all the venues cry. Watch all the millionaires cry, billionaires cry, all them cry. All bands stop touring for a year. Just everybody go in the studio for a year, work on albums for a year, and absolutely no touring. All right, now that I've gotten that out of my system, let's get into the actual album. This album's really kind of interesting. The first half of the album, it's every other song for me. And then when you get to the second half of the album, it kind of switches and it becomes every song is pretty solid. Any song that I'm not particularly fond of or I brush over on here, it basically boils down to basic European power metal to me. But there are a lot of good standouts on this album, man. I mean, a lot of good standouts on this album. So the album opens up with Beyond the Portal, which is just a little intro piece there, nothing special going on. Then you get into Mr. Torture, which is, by all intents and purposes, a rather popular song from the band. Good tune, really enjoyable. It's kind of, to me, the power metal version of AC/DC's Ball Breaker. It's got kind of more or less that sort of mentality, except from the opposite perspective. Instead of being a lady, Mr. Torture. Anyways, that goes into All Over the Nations, doesn't do much for me. Escalation 666 isn't a bad tune. I really do enjoy it while the album's playing. Not one I think about, though, outside of that. Mirror Mirror is not bad. If I Could Fly, I really enjoy this one. Got a great hook into it. Great, really catchy. Definitely a little more, I guess you could say, poppy, but it really, really works on this one. And I just can't help but get into it. Salvation isn't bad either. That one's pretty decent. Then we get into The Departed, Sun is Going Down. This is another one, man. It's got great, catchy choruses and hooks on it, man. Really, really good. And it's at this point the album actually starts to make its change, because the next few songs are really pretty decent. I Live for Your Pain has a great bass hook on it right from the beginning. Really good driving sound on it. Really get into it. We Damn the Night, also really beautiful kind of song, man. Really kind of like how they get into that one. Immortal is where, I hate to say it, the album should have ended for me. Really would have been a nice ending, a nice kind of, in the right kind of mentality sort of ending. But the album ends with the title track, The Dark Ride. And The Dark Ride doesn't do too much for me. honestly. Then we get into the bonus tracks. The Madness of the Crowds, which isn't bad. Deliver Us from Temptation, which also isn't bad. Both of those really, to me, kind of seem to harken back to their earlier stuff, have definitely more of a thrash element, less of a power metal element to it, which is really kind of nice. And then you get this single for If I Could Fly. It's the single edit, which works for me for closing out this CD as the special edition re-release. I know I'm kind of going through this really fast, and I really didn't mention much about the album. So I've mentioned this before. If you're one of my regular viewers, you know when it comes to power metal, a lot of it all sounds the same to me. It's a lot of quick double bass drum, running through scales for the sake of running through scales, not because they create a great melody or because you're getting a killer solo out of the dealer. It's like literally just scale running, it feels like a lot of the time. And that's great if you are into that. I like a little more feeling in my music. Technicality is great and everything like that, but you got to get the riffs in there. You got to have the catches in there. You got to have the hooks in there. So for me, really, Mr. Torture, big time standout. If I Could Fly, absolutely. The Departed Sun is going down, absolutely. Those three right there, they've got some great hooks, some great standouts, some real catches. Those are the type of songs that when you go see Helloween live, you want to hear live because you're going to get great crowd and fan reactions out of the deal, which is really what you want at the end of the day, right? Would I recommend this album? Absolutely. If you have never checked out Helloween before, this is actually a great album to start with because especially the bonus edition, because like I said, you get some throwback to their early thrash stuff. So if you like Madness of the Crowds and Delivers from Temptation, chances are you're going to like the first few albums where they were definitely German thrash. Mr. Torture has a lot more of that European metal sensibility to it. So if you're into that one, you're going to like European metal, kind of. The Departed, to me, so this album was originally done in 2000. I want to say that The Departed is kind of a little bit throwback to a lot of this album, actually, with the sound in it, the tone, the production and whatnot, not the instrumentation, not the way it's played, but the overall kind of feel for it. Reminds me a lot of early 90s. Hey Stupid album would be a good one. No More Tears would be a good one. There's a lot of that kind of sound, that production, that tone, the really well-crafted kind of sound and everything in this one. So for me, this is a great spot to start for Helloween. And it's really good because, very first Helloween album I think I ever did a review for was what at that time was their newest album. And I thought it was thoroughly enjoyable at the time. And that would be their self-titled Helloween album. This one was a great, follow-up after that for me. It's got a great mix of that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's got some of the older kind of vibe into it. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to this one, folks. Pick it up. It's a really good album. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Do you own this album? Let me know what you think down below. What do you think about the horrible price of the concert tickets right now? Oh my God, Live Nation and Ticketmaster have got to be stopped. Got to be stopped. They're ruining music. Absolutely ruining live music. Okay, folks. That's everything. Comments below, on your way down there, like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. There's a couple links down there as well. Check those out too, please. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.